worse to have an ugly mom or a naggy mom, a mom who wears muumuus. You're wrong. Nothing tops your mom sneaking out for auditions. Okay, when I was 13, my mom got implants. And like most young girls, I was navigating awkwardness, and glasses, teeth that had come in all wrong, and boobs that hadn't come in. She started confusing me with mixed messages. Like what she said was, "You're perfect, just as you are. And looks don't matter." But what she meant was, oh, it matters. So much that she spent $5,000 and 2 days in bed throwing up from anesthesia while switching out bags of frozen peas every hour. What? So soon after, my dad told me my mom quit her job as an office manager. My 30-something-year-old mom triumphed over all the youngins to get hired as a dancer. She never took classes. My dad specified an exotic dancer. I'm 13, so I think he means can-can dancer. No. Oh, she'd wear a pineapple on her head like she's at the Copacabana? Also no. He got squirmy and I guessed a stripper? No, he said. Oh, thank God. Well, she's dancing naked, but don't call her a stripper. That's insulting. So I was a mortified 8th grader. Our family was so hard up that my mom had to trade business wear for see-through wear. Oh, this was not good. So I offered to give up my allowance. And my dad said no, it wasn't the money. My mom wanted to. At a fully nude club, not just topless, and she'd do lap dances. My dad told me this in great detail. It didn't help that my parents tried to appeal to my vanity. You should feel lucky, your mom looks so young. You have great genes. To be clear, I did not care about that. Back then. I cared that my mom was trying to get featured in Playboy magazine. She said if she gets her big break, I should be happy for her. No, this was a betrayal. Every kid knows moms are supposed to sacrifice their dreams. This was selfish. And for my straight-edge mom who didn't drink, curse, or even jaywalk, going full-time showgirls, it came out of left field. She might as well have said she's now an astronaut or a coal miner. So now I'm really uncomfortable with my mom's career choice. And I had to hide it from my friends, and I lived in constant fear. So when my friends were hanging out, she would breeze by wearing full makeup like a drag queen, and false eyelashes, and a giant curly wig that went past her butt. I hated that wig. And smelling like a Bath and Body Works exploded. I would desperately search my friends' faces for signs of recognition. Jay's mom is a stripper. Once, when we were on a family cruise, my mom was stoked to wear her nude G-string. A crowd of guys followed us down the pier like she was the Pied Piper of the Caribbean. My 50-year-old dad was proud of his younger wife. But my 15-year-old self just wanted to be recognized for me, not my hot mom. It was one of many times I pretended not to know her, like on trips to the bank, with bags full of small bills, all folded up weird. But that's nothing compared to when I started dating guys who were 18 and went to strip clubs. Once they knew, they always tried to solve the eternal mystery. At which club does Jay's mom work? Eventually, my nightmare came true. My boyfriend fessed up years later. He knew my mom worked at Sweet Honey's. How? When I was about 23, he and our friend had gone out and both saw my mom working. He and my mom never spoke, but they locked eyes and they had a conversation like, I won't tell her if you won't tell her. And then he left before she went on stage. Or so he says. So my mom entertained throughout her 40s. When she quit, my parents had divorced and she had another older boyfriend. So glad she did not like younger guys. The part of her though that craved attention was a hungry demon. At 50, she got insecure. She was still a hot mom, but she decided to have a minor cosmetic procedure. She said it was like a face skin buffing, like a facial. That night, her boyfriend called me. There had been complications with my mom's anesthesia. Wait, for her skin buffing? I said, no, it was surgery. A facelift, a nose shaping, a chin tuck, a peel. What about the skin buffing? I said. Ignoring me, he said, your mom has problems with anesthesia. Yes, I know. Her heart rate dropped. An emergency, an ambulance. They had to revive her. Revive her? From a skin buffing? I could not stop saying skin buffing. And it set in. My mom was in the hospital. She'd almost died. And aside from this bizarre decision she made in my formative years, she was a good parent. She took me to swim lessons. She hemmed my prom dress by hand. She told me to be proud the first time that mean girls called me a bitch. She wasn't afraid to be herself and follow her dreams, even if I judged her for it when I was a teenager. She'll be fine, my mom's boyfriend said. Maybe he should have started with that. But when I saw her months later, she was still healing. Not from the brush with death, but from the procedures. Bruises, stitches, and completely unrecognizable. She had the same voice, but a different face. My mom was 50 and looked 40. After, she looked like she's had work done. Now I have a daughter, and I'm the age my mom was when she was revealing her talents. I also work thrilling, unorthodox jobs, but not that. I mean, if I could, I'd enjoy that ego boost and the money, but not if it sends mixed signals to my daughter. And only if I could conquer my fear of being on stage naked.